You're applauding me in.
I'm giving you a round of applause. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thanks.
Hello, this is a yarn shop podcast.
God knows what episode.
Yeah, we should have done this in Jan.
It is the 14th of February, so Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy
Chinese... birthday, if it's your birthday.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year. What else is there?
I don't know. If I missed
Congratulations if you've had a baby.
If you got engaged at
If you got engaged, congratulations. The wedding looks beautiful. If we just tick them all off. And then at least we've covered bases, because we'll probably not get around to another one for...
It's been like 2 months.
I know. It's been a bit much, hasn't it?
Well, I feel like we always start these with, it's been so busy.
But it has. And the worst part is you was like, well, December might be a bit busy. November will be busier. And then Jan will die off. And November was really busy. December was busier. And January's been chaos.
No, November was busier than December. I've got a bit warm.
Wow, tough. You're here now.
Yeah, Christmas was... We expected it to be busy, didn't we? Obviously.
Not as busy as it was.
Wool, Christmas, gifts, everything. But it was absolutely chaotic. We had did we have 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off?
I think it was 2 and a bit weeks, but we did the stocktake.
Yeah, so the first week, which is when Christmas fell on, obviously it was Christmas, and then our daughter's birthday is in between Christmas and New Year, and then it was New Year, so that week was just a write-off because we were so busy. And then the week after, the shop was closed, but we came in for 3 days to do a stocktake. So then that was that week, and then we were back to work. Yeah. So I don't actually feel like we had any time off.
It's a weird one because I've worked in retail and other bits and bobs where Christmas you get a couple of days off.
Yeah.
I remember one year getting like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off and Boxing Day off, and it was like buzzing. Mm-hmm. I was so bored.
When?
Having this time off. I can't switch off.
Speak for yourself. I need another week.
It was nice to like have a few days off, but then it's like, yeah, I'd quite like to be back at work now. I'm tired of sitting on the floor playing with dollies and Play-Doh.
I had big plans, big crafting plans while I had time off. I had loads of stuff that I wanted to sew that I've not been able to do all year because we've been so busy. And I said to you, I'm not going to get it done. I know I'm not going to get it done because this stocktake is going to take longer than it did. And you were like, no, you'll get it done, it'll be fine.
Well, in theory, we don't have a lot of wool in this place. It's
February and the sewing, what I wanted to do in December, I still have not done.
My smock, please.
So...
Well, we did have to sort the basement out and like reorganise it.
Yeah.
Because that was on the to-do list for last year, but with everything that's happened, it was just like, when we get stock, just get it into some sort of order and put it downstairs.
Yeah.
So we did spend that first, I'd say, nearly all that day counting, but downstairs sorting the stock room out again. So it was, in theory, 2 days to do up here. Yeah. And the amount of people that were still trying to get into the shop and things. And you feel bad being like, I'm sorry, but we're closed. But, like, the shop was chaos.
There was wool everywhere. And, like, we couldn't have sold anything because we were in the middle of counting it. It would have completely thrown our numbers off. But we did that, didn't we? So that was the beginning of January. Yeah. And then you
start selling stock and the stock's wrong. And it's hilarious. And you're just like, well, that was 3 days of my life I'm never getting back.
I still think it's our back end of the website. It just makes up numbers. I'm sure it does. We put numbers in and it goes, no, you're wrong. You've actually got 2 of those.
I'm over it. And we've got to do it again in a couple of months.
I know, yeah. For the end of year accounts, we've got to do a full stocktake in one day as well.
Yeah.
On a Monday. So that's going to be amazing. Can't wait.
That's going to be the best day ever. We're definitely not going to fall out. I think it'll bring us together.
Really?
Yeah.
So January, usually January is like a really long month and it drags on, doesn't it? But we blinked and it went this year. I'm trying to think what we did.
Restock mostly. We're trying to get back to like bringing the levels back up to what we had before Christmas.
Yeah.
And the stuff that we've brought in, like the Spirit DK and Chunky, can't keep it in stock.
No.
So yesterday we did the order and it was like 2s and 3s of stuff. Just
two packs, yeah.
No, just 2 and 3 balls for each thing. Keep it down. Keep those bills cheap, please.
Yeah, so we're nearly there with the restocking though. I don't think there's... We've
Yeah,
got another order coming today.
We've got King Cole coming and then Sirdar at some point.
Well, we've already restocked Sirdar, but this is the restock of the restock because we've sold it, yeah.
And Rico came and surprisingly that wasn't painful.
Yeah.
That was mostly Chenille Love, which, again, that's been really popular.
Yeah, and is, flying out again.
And yeah, because at Christmas we purposely were... There's certain lines that we were selling out of, essentially, to move into a new yarn at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been a lot of gaps and 1s and 2s of things now where it's like, okay, we're ready to, like, start filling those spaces with future products and things.
Yeah.
So then it's like looking for those fillings of what we can bring in to replace yarns that are discontinued or haven't sold very well, if there's a better quality version of it, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, all of that takes time. Trying to reduce the cottons that we have, because Rowan cottons are coming out very soon. And they're, same price as King Cole, if not like 30-40p more. And that...
We haven't got space for it, so we're trying to... Got a sale on some of our cottons and like linens and stuff at the moment to try and make some space.
The pattern, because Rowan does the magazine, the next one's going to be for the summer projects, essentially. There's some great crochet ones in there. They're going to do a lot of patterns on this new cotton. So yeah, we want to bring it in because it's a really good price for what it is. Some of the garments as well, like it took like 3 or 4 balls. It was like 30-40 pounds to make a summer garment. For Rowan, that's not bad.
No.
But as you can see behind us, and if you've come into the shop, there is only so much space in this place. We've talked about this year taking the tubes out and putting shelving in of some description, or shelving where it can be shelving, or we can put a donut wall up in its place if we need that more than that. It all just takes time.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, we'll just have a bigger shop.
It's not going to happen overnight, is it?
No, as much as we try.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of exciting yarns coming up.
Well,
some sooner than others.
That was one of the questions that somebody had asked us, what new yarns have we got coming up. So, I mean...
Shall we start with the one that I thought was coming later than it is, the Ombre? Are we allowed to say?
I don't know.
Are we playing that game where we try not to talk about Loveful for several months?
Okay.
Well, you've said it.
Well,
I'm sure they don't watch these videos.
You can cut that out.
If they watch these videos, sorry. Please don't close the account.
No, you can cut that out and I'll be more cryptic.
Okay, just mouth some words.
No, I'm not doing that. So,
So the reason there was a cut there is because Hannah said the name and we're not sure if we're allowed to say what the yarn is.
So, there is a new yarn coming out.
Yeah, we could probably say it's an ombre.
It's an ombre, so it's going to change from dark to light.
Yeah.
And it's,
I mean, if you've come to the shop, we've probably already told you what it is.
And it's 400 gram balls.
1 ball project.
Yeah, there's a lot of 1 ball projects. That release is imminent, apparently, according to Daniel. I thought it was March, but Dan thinks it's Feb. So we'll be getting that within the next few weeks. We need to figure out how to display it.
That's such a good summer gift, though. Because at Christmas
I can't remember what the garments were, the patterns, but I know that there was some really good summer ones.
Because at Christmas we was doing a lot of the jewel spun 1 ball projects as gifts. So a lot of husbands were coming in being like, I need to buy a Christmas present. I need to buy a Secret Santa. And it's like, well, get a jewel spun chunky and Aaron and this pattern. You can make a snood or you can make a hat. If you do crochet, 2 balls makes this, this and this.
Yeah.
Really good, like, not that expensive gifts.
Not said that it's...
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So we have that coming. And then we have in mid-March again, they phoned me to confirm delivery date yesterday. We have 100% wool DK coming, double knitting. So this is 20 grams. This is just a sample that they sent us, but it's 2 different types. One,
this is
sheep soft.
sheep soft, so it's not Yorkshire spinners, but it's spun in Yorkshire, and the farms are within 50 miles of where it's spun, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
And this one is fully traceable, so the ball band will have a QR code and you'll be able to see where it's from, whose sheep it is, all that sort of stuff.
The farm that it came from, yeah.
But all British, all spun here, all done here essentially. So this was something I wanted to bring in as soon as possible. I wanted to bring it in last year, but we couldn't really find... We looked at one of the Jamesons, and I know if you've been in the shop, we've mentioned Jameson in the past. Theirs is 25 gram DK, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense.
It does if you're doing colour work.
If you're doing colour work, but if you're making like a grey jumper or a blue jumper, it's a lot of 25 grams. You can get it in 400 gram cones, but it's like 8-week turnaround.
Yeah.
Logistically, all of it just didn't work, and especially with the space we've got.
It didn't work for the turnaround time that we need. Like, we place orders with the companies that we stock every single week. We're constantly selling through our stock. We need to be able to get our hands on it quickly. We can't be waiting 8 weeks for something, can we?
But the DK 25 grand didn't really work for us right now. So this works, ticks all of the boxes, and that's King Cole. Speaking of constant redeliverers, there's King Cole's. Is that King Cole or is that?
That's King Cole.
Is that King Cole?
I've got a sneeze that's stuck in my nose.
That sounds like Dr. Zeus. So fully British, fully traceable. I prefer 100 grams. A lot of our customers prefer 100 grams because I know what you're saying about colour work and everything else. Modern day, people want an orange jumper, they want a grey jumper. They don't want loads of tying together of 25 gram balls.
Yes, I understand where you're coming from, but also I do like colour work, so I would buy 25 gram balls. But it's not something that we're completely ruling out.
So we're going to get...
not the priority to bring the 25 gram balls in. The 100 gram balls is the priority for us.
Yeah. We're going to look at... We're definitely bringing in a Shetland Jameson Chunky and Aaron. We've already selected that, and we know what colours we want for that. Because that comes in... Is that 50 grams or 100 grams?
I think one of them's 50, one of them's 100.
Yeah, and the colour range is pretty good on that. So we'll bring those in for... Because at the minute we don't have a wool Chunky. We've got a wool Aaron, but I'd like to get a British one at some point. And then I think when that's all in place, we've got an idea of where people are buying and what colours people are favouring, then we can look at a 25 gram. It's just 25 gram balls in these tubes are going to get lost as well.
They are, yeah.
So it's trying to think about, if we do bring it in, where we're going to put it and how is it going to look in the shop. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. We also have a 4-ply version. It's not a sock yarn, but you work with 4-ply all the time, so you like this.
Yeah, I prefer knitting with 4-ply wool. The garments that I make myself are always 4-ply. If I find that if I knit with double knit, I think, oh, this is going to knit up really quick. It's so thick. But I know that we get a lot of chunky knitters. But we do still get people asking for 4-ply, 100% wool, so...
I think a lot more people are more open to it now because of this scarf that we wear all the time and fight over, which is 4-ply. This is a hand-dyed. We'll put the pattern and the yarn in the description because every time...
I'll talk about it because the question is...
Okay.
About that.
Every time we wear this, people ask us. But I really like this. It's just a nice, lightweight... I quite like 4-ply. So we're bringing this in as well. This will be the 4-ply version, which will be the following month. I really like the smell of it. You don't, though,
I do like the smell of wool. We have got also coming... Oh, so Serdar Snuggly...
The baby yarn.
The baby yarn. We've been waiting because they changed factories or manufacturers or something, and they were struggling to match the colours to the old shades. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so they've moved factories, they can't replicate the colours. Now they've got
about 20 colours that they can out of their whole range. So we're gonna
No,
have.
it's like 38 out of 50.
Oh, well, however many, we're gonna have a look and see which colours we want to bring in of those now, because there are some really nice. There's some gorgeous like rust oranges, mustards, the squirrel one, yeah, mustards, dark greens, really autumnal. Like the colours that we get in, we bought. We just did like a small restock of our baby wools of Cherish, didn't we? After Christmas, because it was looking really depleted, and those colours are the ones that just flew out. So we're still going to keep the Cherish because it's a different product, it's a different price point, it's 100-gram balls rather than 50-gram balls.
It is a good yarn.
People do like it. It is a good yarn. It's anti-pilling, but the Snuggly I think is just a classic. If you think, for me, if you think of baby, I'm going to make a baby cardigan, a baby jumper for a newborn, I automatically think Sirdar Snuggly. I've used it loads of times myself in the past. So yeah, I'm excited to bring that in. We get loads of people asking for it, and we've been holding out until we can get the colour range that we want to get, rather than just bringing in like 3 colours. 4 colours.
Didn't you bring just white and grey in?
Yeah, I got white and grey because they're classic. But we sold those.
The baby section, we're putting a lot of focus on this year, aren't we? We inherited a lot of like almost dead stock yarn colours that weren't going.
Yeah.
So we've had to like let it run down, so it has looked a bit rough at points. But I think we're getting to a point now where we can, like say, bring that in. Mm-hmm. We want to redo the Cherish. We've got the Rico Baby, which is lovely.
Yeah.
And then I think that area is sort of...
I think the Snuggly is the same makeup as the Rico Baby.
Hmm.
And it's easy to get hold of. So
yeah.
So that's another new one that we've got coming in. And then, is there anything else?
There's this one that you're knitting with at the minute.
Oh, this is already in. This is Yummy Tweed. We did a little... Oh.
What's going on?
Like a cat. We did a little Instagram video about it the other day. It's like the regular Yummy, but then it's got a little bit of black mixed in with it, so it looks a bit tweedy. It's more aimed at garments. There's some patterns with it as well. Whereas the Yummy that we sell at the moment is usually just for toys. We get a lot of crocheters in, don't we? And baby blankets. So I'm just making a swatch for it.
What do you think to it?
It's nice. It's really soft. I feel like I'd like to make a pair of bed socks.
You know, like a scrunchie.
Yeah.
Scrunchies. Be quite nice.
I'm
not keen on the packaging. I've made this vocally clear.
Yeah.
They've got sheep on the packaging, but it doesn't contain wool.
No, it's 100% polyester, which...
Say what you will.
Yeah.
I'm not a yarn snob in the slightest. I just think it's, you know, if you put a picture of a farmer on 100% acrylic that's $1.99, people would have issue.
Yeah.
And I just think, I understand they've put sheep on because tweed, but for those people that look visually, it doesn't work, in my opinion. I'm not keen on that.
Well, we raised it, didn't we, with King Cole, so...
And some of the patterns are...
hideous.
Questionable at best. They look like... You know those weird chamois mops that you buy from B&M that have all the little tassely bits hanging off? Imagine that in a cardigan form. But what's weird is, I don't like it, and I bet at some point... One of our customers is going to come in... Have you just spilled the coffee?
No, I didn't.
One of our regulars is going to come in wearing one of them, and we're going to quite like it. And that'll just ruin my day completely.
It will look different in person to it does on the picture.
Got some new sock yarn from Opal coming in.
Oh, that's coming today, yeah. Opal release a new range sort of monthly, don't they?
Yeah.
So we've got their latest range. It's called Mixtape, I think.
I don't think I can get this off.
No.
I'm going to do it. So this is annoying. This is one of our favourite sock colour yarns from Opal. Yeah. Discontinued this. They've done a new sock yarn. Is it called Mixtape?
Yeah.
Which has a colour that is very similar to this. If I find a picture, I'll pop it on the screen now. So I think we should get a pair of socks in that at some point.
Oh, okay.
I did ask for a sample. I bet I don't get one.
No, well, the lady doesn't have to knit them, so...
Oh, yeah.
They told us that last time we saw him. I will knit one.
This is... I need to find a shop that's got the other one of these. So then I've got a pair. I said that to Sirdar yesterday. I'm going to purposely lose a bunch of weight so I can just get all the Serdar garments when they send us them.
Yeah.
And then I never have to buy clothes again. So yeah, new opal sock yarn. And then is it a Hare one that's coming up?
So I feel like when we saw them last year, they told us that there was a Hare one coming up.
And we said we'd get it in.
Yeah, and I've never seen it.
Maybe it's delayed.
There's a new one coming next month. I want to say it's called Afternoon Tea, but I think I've made that up.
And it's called Afternoon Flea.
No, but it's really nice colours. It's a little bit more, rather than like the stripy Fair Riley kind of thing, it's a bit more confetti, speckly.
Okay.
Like pastel colours, really spring. I'm really excited about that one. I can't wait to get those in.
I'm really looking forward to the Hare one. I know we've not dreamt it because I've got footage of us looking at it and going, that's nice.
Well, we'll have to look back on it then and see what it was. Was it a 6-ply?
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't remember.
We'll have to have a look.
We'll have to have a look.
Hello, Future Dan here. Just to let you know that we actually do have the sock yarn in, and for some reason we've completely forgot that we had it in, so that mystery solved, I guess. We've had buttons in.
Yeah, we bought some buttons.
Begrudgingly.
And they've been selling.
They have been selling, yeah.
People keep bringing them to the till and I'm like, oh, I chose these.
And we brought books in.
Yes, like proper, this one that is behind me, Hot Girl Crochet.
Last copy of that went first day.
Yeah, the books, we weren't sure because we didn't have any books like for data to know if they sold. So we just did, I think, 5 or 6 titles.
I think we chose more because we did Pokemon. I ordered knit and crochet, but we only got crochet. Wallace and Gromit knit and crochet, only got crochet. We did a learn to crochet book.
Yeah.
And a few other bits and bobs. Did a Peter Rabbit one, which is nice.
Knitting Peter Rabbit, saw the Beatrix Potter characters. That's gorgeous. I can't think what other ones we did, but yeah, and they've sold really well, so we'll have to get some more books in. There was another crochet one that's got an amazing pattern for crochet dungarees that I really want to do for spring. Amazing.
Where are you getting this time?
I don't know, I just haven't got time. So yeah, that's new stuff that we've got coming. I don't think there's any other new stuff at the moment. We will have more new stuff coming in April when we've decided on a few bits.
We are looking at a new Bertie and Poppet craft bag, Nottingham theme.
Yeah, we've got in a new fabric design.
But we'll surprise you with what that looks like.
Yeah.
And we've extended the Bertie and Poppets as well. I weren't keen on the basket because we just never had the right place for the basket.
Yeah.
So we've brought our market stand that we use at events, and she popped in yesterday. Jill did and filled it. So we've got loads of Bertie and Poppet in stock at the moment. If you're looking for craft bags, they're not online just because of how frequently the designs change. If you are interested in any, just get in touch via the website, and we can just send you pictures of what we've got and go from there. And we bought some new boomerang bags in as well, the tote bags that are £3. They've also flown out. I'm gonna have to put another order in with them.
Yeah, we got 20 last week and we've nearly sold out, haven't we?
Yeah, again, not on the website, but if anyone wants any, you can just drop us a message and we can send you some pictures and figure it out from there and post them out if needed. Yeah, we've got some new Rikarumi kits as well for Easter, and we've got a new pattern book. I think with this year we said we're gonna tick off each section, like the chunky, bring some wool in and blah blah blah, and then just maybe hopefully have a month where we just relax. Can we? It's not gonna happen.
I know, because it's constantly changing, isn't it? Like, we're sorting spring and summer out, and then I'm gonna be straight on to autumn winter after that.
And we've talked about our own sock yarn, but that's a whole...
Oh, God, no, don't talk about that now. We ain't got time. Workshops have gone really well as well. Workshops currently are booked up until April. I've set some new dates live for end of April, May. They're just going really well at the moment, aren't they? And I've started doing courses as well. So they're more than one session. So a sock knitting course over 6 weeks, but it's 3 sessions. And so far, I'm really enjoying those. Enjoying them a lot more because they're a lot more relaxed. You've not got to fit as much information into one 2.5 hour session. It can be spaced out.
And you can kind of fit to each person's skill level as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously some people will be knocking it out faster than others. So, like, we've just launched 2 new Fair Isle courses. And with that one, we're going to do a Google Hangout so that we can catch up with people. And then if somebody's like, look, I'm really not getting this, then we can figure that out and work with them to get them to that level of everyone else.
I think they, obviously, because it's more sessions, they're more money. But then I feel like I can put a lot more into it. It's a lot more personal as well.
Yeah, but we've you obviously include your drinks, your snacks. We give each one, we've designed our own craft book, notebook, so everyone gets a notebook. When we do Learn to Crochet and Learn to Knit now, they get a book, like a Learn to Knit or Learn to Crochet book to take home with them, so they've got extra information and bits and bobs to help them continue their journey. We're trying to just make it the best value we can, but we can't sell a workshop for pocket change.
No.
It's just not possible. As much as we'd love to say, look, there's a Learn to Crochet and it's £5, we just cannot.
Yeah, we had somebody come in once thinking that the sock knitting class was £5, didn't we? And she was absolutely...
Which included a £10 yarn.
Yeah,
and a £5
absolutely
needle.
fuming that it wasn't. I saw a post on Instagram the other day, and I was really interested in it because it said, let's talk about why workshops are the price that they are. And I was thinking about how much work goes into the preparation for a workshop, the admin that goes into it, the making leaflets, emailing people confirmation, cleaning the workshop space, buying snacks, making snacks,
using the workshop space,
because obviously the workshop space is part of our shop, but our rent is
factoring that in.
Yeah.
If we didn't have the workshop space, our rent would be cheaper.
Yeah. So.
But then we want to have a workshop space. So you kind of like.
Yeah. What else? There's loads of stuff, isn't there?
It's like everything. I saw there's a Nottingham cafe that had a complaint from someone about the cost of a bacon sandwich, and their response was, well, we use local bacon, which costs X. We've got our rent, we've got our lecture, we've got our staff costs, we've got our VAT and our blah, blah, blah. And when you add all that on, your profit's £2.10 from a £6 bacon sandwich. That's a lot of legwork to make very little.
Yeah.
And we say that all the time. We're not in this to move to Malibu and buy a Ferrari. We are doing this because we love... I mean, I am.
Malibu.
I don't know about you.
Of all the places, Malibu.
No, I've been looking at Malibu condos. Don't talk to me. I can't afford it.
And some of them as well include needles, and we include them at cost price, so we don't make money.
And your time. The amount of time we've said to people, like, look, see how you get on, and if you do need extra, come and have half hour and a cup of tea, and we'll see how you get on.
And a lot of people do come back, which is why I've started doing the courses that are multiple weeks, because I was finding that after the single 2.5 hour session, people were coming back needing extra help, or, oh, I just don't understand this bit, can you just show me again, kind of thing. So by doing the multiple week courses, it's helping all of those problems, and I enjoy them more because I can get stuck into them, get to know the people as well, which is always nice. Yeah, so far I've enjoyed them. And we did a Fair Isle whole day course. It was 5 hours, and that was one of the first ones back after Christmas, and that went well. I've seen people who have finished what we were making, a little gift pouch we did, and then I've seen pictures of other people's, and people really enjoyed it, didn't they? So,
and people are coming in and going, now I'm going to look at doing a cardigan or a jumper.
Yeah. So I've just put 2 new ones up, one on a Saturday over 2 weeks, and one on a Sunday over 2 weeks as well. And we're going to do a hot water bottle cover.
I am not proud of how many hours I spent trying to find hot water bottles that didn't cost an absolute fortune.
Oh yeah, because the hot water bottle is included in the price of the workshop.
But you can't just buy a hot water bottle. It has to comply to UK regulations and be fully tested. So I found some cheap ones, but there was no, like, all of that stuff factored into it and stuff. It was just like, these are from somewhere in China, hope they don't explode. So it's all of that as well. Like me having to spend an hour looking for the right hot water bottles at the right price, so that the cost doesn't go from 65 to 105. Because at that point, it's pointless.
No. Buying the wool as well, because if we haven't got loads of stock of the colours, if we haven't got a good colour range, is what I'm trying to say, then people aren't going to be happy with the choice.
Yeah, I think it's because we had that one complaint, and it wasn't from our workshop, but it upset us a bit because we put so much into it. And like when people go, look, I've got a dairy allergy or blah, 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 we'll go through town for 20 minutes before work looking for the right milk, the right snacks, any crisps, get some fruit in. We'll do everything we can to make your time here comfortable.
We have we do guest workshops, and we had one after Christmas who somebody complained about, but they complained about us, not the person who did the workshop, which is what's really annoyed me, because it had nothing to do with us. They just rented our space from us.
But also the workshop was great.
Yeah,
everyone really
else was
enjoyed
fine,
it.
Yeah,
I don't think it was expensive for what you got. It is what it is.
It's just made me really self-conscious now, and also really worried that people don't think it's value for money. But the amount of, I cannot put any more work into what I sit in the evenings making all of the samples for the workshops. I'm doing the workshop along with people at the moment. We've got a sock workshop and a hexacardy workshop, so I'm sat in the evenings making my socks and making my hexacardy, so that I'm at the right stage to show people what to do next. Like, it's a lot to put on myself if I don't enjoy them. So I'm enjoying these a lot more than I was enjoying the other ones.
The next job is to refilm the sock video. I think
we shouldn't need it,
yeah,
if we're continuing to do the courses, but
we've talked about it, haven't we? Because we filmed a sock video, literally the entire process of making a sock was like an hour long. It took me like half a day to edit, and it was okay.
It was when we first took over, yeah. So I mean, it was just cobbled together, wasn't it? But we could do a better one now.
But it'd be great to get to a point where we've got like a crochet, a knitting, a sock, a furrow, and but I saying that, I already know that that's a month's work if we did it, and we could get somebody in to help us do it, but then that's a cost, and it's just like.
I've just noticed the time.
Oh my gosh!
And we haven't answered our questions.
Let's answer our questions then, and then open that ginormous parcel of stock.
Oh yeah. Okay, so somebody asked. Sorry, 1 second.
You're well prepared.
What is your favourite knit project you've ever made? It's this one. This jumper. No, it's not a jumper.
It's
this blanket. I made it as a pram blanket for our daughter before she was born. So that's why it's my favourite, just because I ordered a Halloween advent from Beehive Yarns and sat while I was pregnant and made it for our daughter, and that's why it's just really special. And now we use it as a scarf because she is 3 and she no longer needs it.
We fight over it as a scarf.
We do. Another question was, is there a new craft, yarn related or not, that you want to learn in the coming year? Yes, obviously. There's someone on Instagram that I've been following for years called Briony Machin, I want to say. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. And she does mosaic, like with tiles, and they're so gorgeous. We'll put some pictures here.
Will we now?
Yes. Of what she does, and she sells kits and everything, so every time she releases new kits I try and get one, and they always sell out really quickly. But I really want to try doing some mosaic this year. I tried needle felting just before Christmas.
I was going to say,
and did a couple of presents and really enjoyed it, and they turned out really well, so I want to do some more of that as well.
And we might have a workshop with that soon.
Yeah, not with me. Somebody else who does needle felting came in and was looking at the workshop space last week, I think it was.
We've got a stained glass one which looks interesting.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that.
No, but I'd quite like to learn stained glass.
Oh.
This year I've said to Hannah I'm going to learn to, I hate putting this in the video because you're going to come back and quote it. I'm going to learn to knit or learn to crochet this year.
You are? We're gonna. I'm excited.
I'm terrified.
What do you want to? I think you should do knitting. I don't know.
Do I look like the sort of man that would knit?
I don't know.
I want to learn to crochet just because I want one of those round crochet hooks. Is that sad? I think it goes with the jacket.
Yeah. Well, you can get wooden needles for knitting.
Okay, I'm going to learn to knit this year. That's my thing. So watch out for a video series on that.
I've been trying for 10 years to get him to learn to knit.
I think someone's just trying the door. We should have opened.
Oh.
What other questions did you have?
It was about what new yarn we've got. We've already covered that. And there was another one that we've already covered as well, so it doesn't matter.
Well, it's been emotional.
Yes.
I can't wait to sit and try and cobble this together as a video.
And hopefully we won't leave it 2 months.
No, we probably will. Let us know how everyone's getting on with their current whips. What are you making? How are you getting on?
Oh my gosh, yes, I need to do a project update video.
You do?
At some point. I'm just terrible at sticking to the same project and just start new things and do samples and stuff for workshops. So my personal knitting is not going very well at the moment.
Thank you to everyone that's popped in as well that's been watching these videos. It still weirds me out there when people come in and are like, oh, watch your videos. It's like, don't do that. We do this as a laugh. Oh, we've got someone at the door. We better go. Bye, everyone.
Bye.